Did anyone notice that Tony joined the call for a second but muted and then left?
Yeah, I noticed it, but I didn't. I wasn't sure if that was you just didn't want.
Oh, okay. I thought that meant he wouldn't be in the call, so that's why I was kind of confused. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Uh huh. Cool. That is very cool. That's actually pretty hilarious.
A man playing Smash out here, and off the side, you can see him holding just a mini taco, just going town on that mini taco.
And he's like driving a car with his feet. Because a witch threw some sand in the guy's face and it made him hungry. Nah, I don't know. Mhm. Oh, okay. So basically, what needed to happen was he needed to figure out how to make a burrito, and instead he made a sandwich. Did you know that there's an animal called the giant eland, or the Lord Derby?
This is now news.
The reason why the thing was nicknamed the Lord Derby, because it's a gigantic deer that was supposedly like only in Africa. Like people would voyage there to hunt it occasionally. But this one guy was like too lazy. He was like some lord named Derby, and was like, "Yo, like, I'll just send people over there to import the eland to my palace so I can just hunt them in my own freaking house." And lo and behold, they didn't know anything about eland, zoology, so they just kept dying on the voyage, and he was like pissed. And that's the whole story. And people then nicknamed this poor deer the Lord Derby after that idiot. Although there is actually this gigantic multi-week hunting ritual that you can like go on vacation to go do with the eland, because it's like the whole thing. But they're also like very like they're very careful to preserve the eland, because like this may sound counterintuitive, but a lot of times hunters will actually appreciate like the animals they hunt more than like life itself. So like while they do hunt the things, they'll also like do everything in their power to keep the things alive. Does that make any sense?
Like a padded bear trap.
Yeah, kind of. So it's just kind of weird. Like, and generally they're really into the whole like cycle of nature thing. So they want to have enough of them that like nature's still balanced. Does that makes any sense? But like that's more of like really like hardcore. Like think like if you actually look at like donations to a lot of preservations and nature centers, a lot of the biggest sums don't actually come from like rich people. They come from like hunter organizations. Yeah, I just gotta find it ironic because a lot of people like point fingers to like hunters, saying, "Oh, you're the reason why they're extinct," and it's just like hunters actually are like been tasked with bringing back the most amount of animals than any other group of people from like the brink of extinction. But yeah, there is a difference though between like actual hunters and like poachers. That's what actually brings stuff to extinction. You know,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
believe it or not, wood ducks used to be nearly extinct, and they got brought back. Now they're pretty common.
I hope you know that
Wait,
all of this is getting in an OBS recording.
well, tell them that Lord Derbies are an animal.
No, they will know because
Oh, they already know that.
I'm putting all of this up on YouTube.
Well, do they also know about the lava snail
No,
that
they
has
don't
an
know about
iron
the lava
shell?
snail.
Well, it has an iron shell. And if they think that's a lie, they can look it up themselves. Scaly-footed snail. You want to add anything, Jason?
These stories give me slight hope that somewhere out there is still a dodo like sanctuary just still alive somewhere, but we don't know where it is.
That would be so epic.
True. That would be.
That way I
All
can
of
meet
the
my
epic.
long lost relatives.
I can't remember. Like, I believe there's this one pigeon that's supposed to be like the closest living relative of the dodo bird, but I forgot what it's called. But they have like iridescent feathers that make them look rainbowy.
That's pretty. I tried.
An attempt was made.
An attempt was made.
Yeah.
I got the rest that I showed once.
You got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter. Ah, I don't have a singing
Ba,
voice.
ba, ba, na, 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 da, 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 da.
Oh, sing spooky, spooky skeletons.
Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine.
That was actually top notch. That was 5 out of 5. I like that.
5 out of 5. So I'm gonna put. So jet fuel, from what I know of jet fuel, is that jet fuel's a grinder, which means that he's probably gonna like watch this VOD because I think he's subscribed to my YouTube, and he's just gonna hear me like casually singing spooky, scary skeletons.
I see this as a complete win.
As do I.
It's like I wouldn't have it any other way.
I think I'm gonna start drawing some kind of mythical version of a Lord Derby. They need more representation.
What you haven't done Sora yet, you beanie.
I tried to,
I know
and then I
you
got
already explained that anime's hard.
what? No. There's a second part. There's a second, way more detrimental part to this. Then I got obsessed with playing with Skyrim and haven't drawn anything for like 2 months.
Nice.
Every waking hour has just been study for test, play Skyrim, study for test.
Hey, I respect
And
it.
guess what? I'm all out of tests now. So you know what that means.
Skyrim, baby.
Gotta study for Skyrim tests.
But yeah, I actually did decide to take a break today from Skyrim, so I'm gonna have to wait a little longer before I attack somebody with like an army of sly boots.
Wait, you have an army of those things?
But yeah, that's what I was explaining earlier. I have a cloning spell now, and I can like make replicants of people. so I can shoot Slyboots and make clones of him.
Nice.
The only detrimental part about the cloning spell, you see, I was experimenting with it as I do with all new spells that I can actually use. Yeah, I have a bunch of spells I can't use. I'm too weak. But yeah, basically, if you have a summon and you clone the cloned summons are no longer your summons and act like a wild version of your summon. So in other words, they start attacking the summon and you. So cloning the giant mutant vampire monster was a very bad idea on my part. Very, very bad idea. But it turns out they can't swim, so I just started throwing them all in the water.
It's like suddenly they like get sentience, right?
Yeah, basically.
So it's not holy
So
water that damages them. It's just the lake.
It's just
yeah, they just
clean
can't
body
swim,
water.
man. Yeah, they just can't swim.
It's like a vampire.
They tried to fly out of the
Suddenly,
water,
I have you. No, it
and
is I who
yeah,
have you, Dracula. Wait, why? Don't you know where we are? We're in Salt Lake City. No.
okay, so like that sounds like something that would totally happen in like a Moon Knight comic. Not really. And something similar actually did happen once. Although,
Nice.
you know, I might have to put that in a comic someday now. What you just said.